Yo, we have to get into this game. We know why you're here. We appreciate you guys for watching this, Nick and Nathan. Unfortunately, Washington took another L in a game that, upon first glance, Will, was rough. Was rough to watch. And I'm gonna say it was actually, see, this is how I know God's got my back. He knew I could not handle the beating we were taking. So I was in North Carolina with my parents, with my grandparents. Kat got to meet him. It was a great time, but it was blacked out there. Obviously, they had the Carolina game, and then I had Red Zone. And Red Zone didn't play us because we weren't in the Red Zone that much. You know what I mean? So I got to watch other games, and I kind of lived, through the text messages with you guys and Anton, who was at the game, texting me, and I'm kind of listening through that. And then when I saw it was like 24-0 in the second half, and then the worst part where I saw was 24-2. I was like, you guys, what are y'all doing, man? Like, what's happening? Will, man, what were your first thoughts watching it, and how you feeling today?
So first thoughts, I mean, I always get jacked up for division games. I get more excited. I was playing Hail to the Redskins starting as soon as we got back from church. So 10:30, 11 o'clock, I'm playing it. I'm getting the kids dressed out of their church clothes, having a good time with it. I'm not surprised what happened, but it wasn't pretty to be sitting there watching. I get a little more frustrated over games like that. And I got to tell you, so in the second half, we had a kid's birthday party to go to. And Trisha had said, hey, if you want, the game's going to be on. If you want to, take Connor, the baby, and just drive him around and let him sleep, you could do that. And I told her as we left, I said, I don't need to watch this. Nope. Don't need to watch this. Don't need to listen to this. I'll find the score out. And I said, if I can get surprised at the end, if we have a miraculous comeback, but I don't see it happening. Let me move on with my day. And that helped out a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. And like I said, I was living through y'all's Texas, and I was picking up on it. I had my phone on, so I was kind of looking at ESPN and just seeing what was happening. And after that second quarter, it was perfect, essentially, because I was with Catherine, and she was meeting my grandparents, and she was seeing my family and everything. So I was focused on that, and that was good. Sometimes you got to be focused on family, other than the fact that your team
helps.
It helps a lot. Yeah. It helps a lot. But look, you know what we're here for, Will. We're here to try to break this thing down. We're here to try to give people hope, or we're here to rant about our team. Let's first start with this. Last week, we had a couple keys to victory. One being, make sure that Jalen Hurts doesn't beat us with his legs. He beats us with his arm.
Yeah, that was big on me. Yeah.
Yeah. We failed on that one.
Yeah, didn't work. He did not work. He did. He did very well, beating us with his arm.
Yeah. I mean, whether it was Devontae Smith, whether it was AJ Brown, whether it was not Watkins. Who was the other one of the other man receivers? Goddard was in there. The backup tight end Castellano got his first daggone catch of his career, and it was a huge play.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Sean. This is the least amount of research I've ever done for one of our shows. I did not go back and watch the second half. I recorded it and I said, I don't need to. I've got the stats that I need to know from the first half that really I felt set the tone. I've got them. And I was like, I don't need to hear about any second half adjustments or lack of adjustments. Like nope. I saw the problems. So I was like, I'm not watching this. And I just deleted it.
So you don't.
So I don't know about this Castellano guy. I've never.
He was wide open. He could have sat down in coverage and stood back up, caught it, and still ran. Yeah. Oh my goodness. It was
that first key to victory. Let him beat us with his arm. There were times during the game when I felt like there was some good coverage. There was the touchdown pass to Smith right before the half, and I was like, I don't know what Kendall Fuller's supposed to do different. There was the jump ball that Smith made between two of our guys where Sean Taylor would have picked that ball off, right? Because he wouldn't be a scared little bee like Bobby McCain is and stay on his feet. Right. But Bobby McCain's not that player, and he jumped up and caught it. But I was like, dang, that's a really good play. So there was some at times I was like, Hurts isn't even like he's just throwing it up there to his guys to try and catch.
Yeah.
Like he's not even these aren't like pinpoint accurate. He's just throwing it up there, and his guys are making plays. But so I was like, I like the fact that that's what we were doing, making him do that. But I mean, everything was working for him.
Every single thing. And it's funny. We go back to the game against Jacksonville, and we said, "Woof." They went deep on us a couple times. They got behind us, but they missed the pass or he dropped it or something. We go back to that first half a week ago when we saw what they did and how they didn't necessarily go deep, but they had wide open guys that ran for a lot of yards. So we knew that it was possible that they can take up the top off the defense, and you saw it. You saw it early. You saw it often. In that first quarter, it wasn't okay. We were kind of holding it, but we allowed them to take the top off the defense. Yeah. I will not give them, and we're going to get into this. I'm not going to give them the Devontae Smith catch on the sidelines. I'm not going to do that. We were a split second away from throwing that flag. I think if we throw that flag, mix it a little home cooking because we need to in divisional games, I think they give us that one. And that changed the field. That flipped the field, and then obviously they were able to continue driving down the field.
It did. But it's like Ron does not have a good track record on challenges. And I wonder if that got into his head as they were trying to figure it out. Because first off, hats off to the Eagles for having a play I don't know if we've got it in us on a close play like that to have, some type of call and everyone get up there and run a play that quickly, because they didn't give us a chance to think about it.
Yeah.
But that was one of those plays, Ron, where like record be damned on your challenge. Just do it. Because like you said, that changed a lot of the momentum, and that gave them a huge chunk of yardage, and that changed things up a little bit.
Right.
It would have been worth it to lose it, in my opinion.
Well, right. And that's where you just got to go out there and trust your gut, trust what the guys are telling you to throw it. But hey, he didn't. We saw what happened. But
thanks for watching. If you like that clip, be sure to check out the other great content from the Let's Talk Football community. And as always, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when more great content like this becomes available.